For decades, the concept that publicly traded firms would purchase Bitcoin as a reserve was laughed upon. While all of this was laughable, institutional investors are now backing up and buying in. In today's video, we will count down 10 major players plus one who bought BTC. This will have a major impact on the Cryptoverse. The financial as we know it will change for good. Hey, welcome to Moneymaker. Moneymaker is a channel dedicated to helping others become financially independent through cryptocurrency trading and investing. Before we get into the video, don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure that the post notifications are turned on so that you never miss a video from us. Number 1. Microstrategy. Microstrategy, a well-known business analytics software, has chosen Bitcoin as its primary reserve currency. In 2021, the corporation that develops mobile apps and cloud-based services resumed its Bitcoin buying spree. It now has 105,085 BTC in reserve, which is worth around $3.3 billion in BTC. MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor claimed to have purchased $1,000 in Bitcoin every second at one point. Unlike other CEOs, Saylor has made it public that he owns 17,732 BTC, worth $565 million at the time of recording. Number 2. Tesla. According to an SEC filing, Tesla has joined the ranks of firms that own Bitcoin, investing an aggregate $1.50 billion in the cryptocurrency. According to Tesla CEO Elon Musk, the company liquidated 10% of its Bitcoin holdings in Q1 2021, ostensibly to establish liquidity of Bitcoin as an alternative to holding cash on a balance sheet. Soon after, around the end of January 2021, Musk updated his Twitter bio to include the #Bitcoin hashtag, implying Tesla's interest in the cryptocurrency. Musk, on the other hand, has a tumultuous relationship with Bitcoin. Tesla stated in March 2021 that Bitcoin purchases for its products and services would be accepted, but 2 months later, the CEO abruptly announced that the company would no longer accept Bitcoin payments. Musk tweeted that the company will not be selling any of its Bitcoin assets, citing the rapidly rising use of fossil fuels for Bitcoin mining and transactions, and that it may consider doing so again once mining transitions to more sustainable energy. He further added that once the company's miners had used 50% sustainable energy, the company will start using Bitcoin for transactions. Number 3. Galaxy Digital Holdings. Galaxy Digital Holdings, the largest institutional Bitcoin holder directly connected with the crypto business, possesses 16,400 BTC, valued a little over $522 million at current rates. Michael Novogratz founded the company in January 2018 and has teamed with crypto firms such as Block.one and BlockFi. Unsurprisingly, Novogratz is a strong supporter of Bitcoin. He called Bitcoin's moment and said that money doesn't grow on trees in April 2020, citing stimulus measures introduced in response to the coronavirus pandemic as fueling interest in cryptocurrencies. Number 4. Voyager Digital Ltd. According to BitcoinTreasuries.org, cryptocurrency brokerage Voyager Digital has 12,260 Bitcoins, BTC, which are worth around $390 million at current exchange rates. The company aspires to be a one-stop shop for digital trading assets, and quarterly sales of $60.4 million were up 16 times from the previous quarter in May 2021. We noticed exponential acceptance of cryptocurrencies as a recognized and investable asset class, CEO Stephen Ehrlich said at the time. Number 5. Square Inc. Along with Tesla's Bitcoin purchase, Square's $50 million Bitcoin investment in October 2020 sparked institutional interest in the cryptocurrency. Since then, the payments company has continued to invest in Bitcoin, stating in its Q4 2020 results statement that it has acquired another $170 million worth. It was somewhat unsurprising, given that Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey is a vocal supporter of Bitcoin, even running his own Bitcoin node. They have currently totaled 8,207 BTC, or $255 million at current pricing. In an interview with Fortune in March 2021, Square CFO Amrita Ahuja stated that there's clearly a justification for every balance sheet to have Bitcoin on it, while reiterating the company's commitment to holding the crypto asset for the long run. Number 6. Marathon Digital Holdings Inc. Marathon Digital, a Bitcoin mining company, is an unusually large Bitcoin holding, having 5,784 BTC in its corporate treasury valued at $184 million at current prices. The company began as a patent-holding corporation and was widely referred to as a patent troll before pivoting into crypto mining. Its goal is to construct the largest Bitcoin mining operation in North America at one of the lowest energy costs. The company has had a successful year, beginning with a $200 million capital raise in January and ending with a $150 million Bitcoin buy in February. By the end of the year, Marathon Digital intends to have over 103,000 Bitcoin miners producing 50 to 60 BTC per day. As of June 2021, it was producing 265.6 BTC each month, so there's still a long way to go. However, the company remains on schedule, with another 18,000 ASIC mining equipment arriving in June and another 1,000 on the way. Number 7. Coinbase Global Inc. Coinbase, arguably the most well-known crypto company, went public in April 2021 with a direct listing on the Nasdaq. Coinbase revealed in February 2021 that it had $230 million in Bitcoin on its balance sheet prior to its listing. By July 2021, its Bitcoin holdings had dropped to $143 million, 4,482 BTC. Number 8. Bitcoin Group SE. Bitcoin Group SE, a German venture capital business, owns 7,947 BTC, valued at $126 million at today's prices. Among its holdings are Bitcoin.de and Futurum Bank, which partnered in October 2020 to form Germany's first crypto bank. Following the German parliament's vote to allow banks to sell and hold cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin Group SE Managing Director Marco Bodwine emphasized the chance to promote crypto's high returns and safety characteristics to the bank's institutional investors. Number 9. Hut 8 Mining Corp. Hut 8, a Canadian crypto mining company, holds 3,522 BTC worth $112 million, according to BitcoinTreasuries.org. In June 2021, the company began trading on the Nasdaq Global Select Market under the HUT ticker. Hut 8 announced its ambitious goal of mining 5,000 BTC by the end of the year in June 2021. With the company purchasing new mining machines and China's crackdown lowering Bitcoin's mining difficulty, it's unsurprising that the favorable geopolitical environment will benefit the company's mining operations in 2021. Number 10. Riot Blockchain Inc. Riot Blockchain, based in the United States, closes out the top 10 with 2,243 Bitcoins, or $71 million at today's exchange rates. The company has been on an aggressive expansion drive of late, with a valuation that has risen from around $200 million in 2020 to over $6 billion in 2021. In April 2021, it spent $650 million on a 1 gigawatt Bitcoin mining factory in Rockdale, Texas, which was hailed as a transformative event that would make it the largest publicly traded Bitcoin mining and hosting firm in North America as measured by total developed capacity. Number 11. GoldenTree. And to add to this list, GoldenTree, a U.S. asset management giant with $45 billion in assets under management, has reportedly purchased portions of the primary cryptocurrency. The move is intended to broaden some of the organization's existing strategies. According to sources, the New York-based agency has been adding Bitcoin to its stability sheet as a diversifier for the broad array of debt-focused approaches it has been running for years. To discuss sensitive business dealings, the sources were given anonymity. GoldenTree executives have been talking about hiring new personnel with knowledge in the funding and operational sides of crypto investing in recent months. It's unclear when GoldenTree started buying Bitcoin or how aggressively the company is buying and selling the world's first cryptocurrency. GoldenTree appears to have been limited to Bitcoin alone internally at this point, rather than other types of cryptos. GoldenTree did, however, update its SEC filings in April to allow the purchasing, buying, and selling of a wide range of cryptocurrencies, as well as investments in blockchain-based projects. Add GoldenTree Asset Management to the growing list of hedge funds and other traditional Wall Street players getting into Bitcoin. With this add-on and the uptrend in the market, this is again a major step and a signal that BTC is here to stay. More and more big institutional investors will follow. Bitcoin is on the bull run, and this isn't going to stop anytime soon. So if you're lucky to encounter any dip, buy and hodl. Do conduct your own due diligence and consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Subscribe for more content just like this one and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget to smash that like button and press the bell icon to get notified about our new videos. Until then, fellas.